Good morning. My name is Dan Shiver. I'm with the Shiver Real Estate Agency out of Paterson, New Jersey. And this morning I want to talk to you about short sales and the dirty little secrets that most buyers don't know about and how you can make this happen for you. Well, first of all, the topic is, a short sales. And a short sale is basically when a lender agrees to accept less money than what is owed on the mortgage. When that happens, then you effectively have created a short sale. Now, here's some things that people don't know when they go into the whole short sale business in terms of purchasing. Now, there's three basic audiences that will do it. Number one, who will come in handy. Number one is your investors. Number two are your bargain hunters. And number three, your first-time home buyers. These are three primary purchasers for these types of properties. But here's some dirty little secrets that they don't tell you. Number one, short sales can take a long time to complete. Now I want you to remember that anybody who's agreeing to a short sale is only doing that after they've gone through a lot of research and they finally realize it's the best possible decision they can make. They do not want to do this because in order to do this, they're going to be losing money. So there's an issue right there. Second thing, a short sale may not actually happen. In other words, you can go after a property that appears to be a short sale candidate, and in the end, the lender can decide that they don't want to do it. The third thing, short sales have to be found. You can't look at a property and tell it's a short sale candidate. You look at all the properties, they look all the same basically, or some of them look very good, but some of them don't. Next thing is, the lender may come back and require terms that are not workable for you. So for example, let's say you put an offer on a property and the property has a mortgage of $100,000, but it's actually worth $70,000. Well, you put the offer in for $70,000 and you think you're going to move ahead with a transaction, and then the owner may come back and say, well, I won't take $70,000, I'll take $80,000. That may or may not be workable for you. Or the lender may come back and say, well, listen, I'll do it, but you've got to close in 30 days. Maybe you can or maybe you can't. They may say, well, listen, if you have cash, we'll do it, but we don't want to get involved with mortgages. So there's different things that can happen, and actually when you're trying to put that short sale together in terms of the terms that the lender may come back with if they agree to do a short sale. The next thing that can happen is the seller or the owner may refuse to cooperate. They may say, I don't want to complete the documents. Now here's some common reasons why owners will not complete a short sale or do their part to complete a short sale. Number one is, first of all, they have not accepted the reality that they're going to lose the property. That's a big thing. Many times owners are in denial about the whole thing. They just don't believe it's happening to them. Next thing that can happen. They think that they can sell at a higher price in the marketplace, in other words, enough money to not only pay off the balance they owe, but in many cases to make some money, which never happens, or I've never seen it happen. The next thing can happen is they can raise the money. They believe they can raise the money to save the property. Perhaps someone has promised them that they will give them X amount of dollars, and then of course in many cases that does not come through. Or they've promised to buy a property, and of course that doesn't come through in many cases. The next thing that they think they can do in many cases is they think that they can negotiate or renegotiate the terms of the mortgage, and depending on the lender, they may not be willing to do that. Or the lender may say, well, listen, we'll renegotiate the mortgage, but only under the condition that you put up X amount of dollars up front. And that owner may or may not be able to come up with that money. And then there's another reason, a very human reason, that people don't complete a short sale in terms of ownership. The owners don't complete them, is because they may be in a marital dispute or dispute with a partner. And as far as they're concerned, they'd rather lose the property than to have that person get any benefit from them. And they'll just let it go. Stop paying, stop trying to participate, stop trying to straighten it out. Just let it go. So, when a buyer gets into the reality of buying a short sale, there's a couple things that they need to realize. It's a process. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's not like when you go and buy a property and the owner's on the other end, that you can go and purchase the property, make a deal with the owner, and then now you're moving forward. No, there's a long process. And before you throw in the towel, you have to understand that there's a due diligence process in place. In other words, there's a whole process that lender has to go through before they say, okay, I will take less money than what I'm owed, or basically settle the debt. There's a couple keys. If you're diligent, you have to be patient, and sometimes skillful, and you also have the time. If you need a quick sale, this is not the place for you. That can take a long time. Well, I'm going to close now by giving you my name and my phone number. My name is Dan Shiver. I'm with the Shiver Real Estate Agency. We're at 750 Broadway in Paterson, New Jersey. Our telephone number is 973-684-5505. I'm at extension 201. My email address is danshiver, that's S-H-I-V-E-R, at AOL.com. If you have any questions or any thoughts, please reach out to me. Or if you're a person who's interested in purchasing a short sale, or if you find yourself in a situation where you're the owner who needs to dispose of that property, please contact me. Many times I can help you. In closing, we're going to finish next week on the next session, and we're going to show you how you can actually make this process work for you. Thank you. Bye.